Chapter 378. After that, he took out a silver pistol from his waist before he checked it and said in a cold manner, "All right then. After Alex arrives, I will just shoot him in the head directly. I will avenge you immediately." Emma did not know anything at all. She waited for her mother by the entrance of the riverside villa, and at this time, she suddenly saw Elaine trotting out to meet her. Elaine quickly opened the small gate before she said, "Emma, come in." Emma also waved at her mother. After that, Emma could not help but asked her mother, "Mom, why haven't I heard of this friend of yours who lives at the riverside villa before this?" The riverside villa was located on the riverbank, and it was one of the local high-end communities in Oris Hill. The people who lived here were all very wealthy and powerful, and they were obviously beyond Elaine's ordinary circle of friends. Elaine grinned before she said, "It's one of my old classmates. He recently bought a villa here and he is thinking of renovating the villa. He said that he has a budget of $100 million to cover the renovation of his villa. Don't you think that it is really a big deal?" Emma smiled before she said, "Of course, any home renovation that costs over $1 million is a great deal to me." Elaine smiled and said, "That's good. Let's head over there now so you can take a look at the layout of the villa and come up with a rough interior design for the renovation of the villa." "Sounds great." After that, Elaine brought Emma to villa before she rang the doorbell. As soon as the door opened, Albert greeted them warmly with a smile on his face. "Hello, Emma. It's been a long time since I last saw you." Emma was taken aback for a moment, and the expression on her face turned cold immediately. She ignored Albert before she turned around to question Elaine, who was standing directly behind her at this time. "Mom, is this the friend that you were talking about?" Elaine replied awkwardly, "Well, Emma, don't be angry. Albert has a surprise for you." Albert nodded hurriedly before he revealed the heart-shaped roses and candles that he had already lined up in front of the door. At this time, Emma asked Elaine angrily, "Mom, did you join forces with Albert to lie to me?" Elaine hurriedly said, "Emma, please listen to my explanation. Albert is really sincere about you." Albert also hurriedly explained, "Emma, this isn't your mother's fault. I was the one who asked for her help to invite you over here today." Emma glared at Elaine with a cold expression on her face before she said, "Mom, I'm really very disappointed in you." After that, Emma turned around as she was prepared to leave immediately. However, Elaine hurriedly blocked her path and she tried to persuade her at this time. "Emma, this is all my fault, but I'm not lying to you. I'm doing this for your own good. Albert really wants to discuss some work collaboration with you, and he really intends to renovate his villa." Emma frowned before she said angrily, "I am not on the same wavelength as this person at all." Elaine glared at her as she said, "What are you talking about? Albert has already lowered himself, and he gave in so much just because he wants to apologize to you. Look how nice this kid is. So, what are you still saying here?" After that, Elaine continued urging, "Since you are already here, just listen to me. Try and communicate with Albert, and if things don't work out between both of you, you can still talk about the renovation project then, okay?" Without even waiting for Emma to respond, Elaine pushed her directly into the villa.